Jesus.
Scene.
Recorded live from Stockton, California, this is Jammin' with the Best.
Hello, everyone. This is DeAnn Carey, and I am here with Ella Hansen, Klein, and Holyn Handley.
Hey, yo.
What up?
We'll talk.
So, how are you guys doing today?
Dude, amazing.
I'm so good. No, I'm actually feeling great. I did some yoga in the grass today while people were putting, and then I lost a wicked game of horse to Ella.
You got destroyed.
I got destroyed. I took a phone call in the middle, and then I just kept him on the line.
As soon as she took the phone
Did
call.
you have it on speaker, or did you hold it the whole time?
No, she held it, and I'm pretty sure that was her downfall.
We were tied. We played to disc golf, and then we were tied D to D. I took the phone call. I lost disc golf to D.
Okay.
So, pro tip, don't put while talking on the phone.
And then Holyn beat me at horse. So.
Let's go. So now I have to play you.
Yeah,
and
we
if
only
I
played-
beat you,
round robin.
Hey, I want in on this game. Come
Yeah,
on.
okay.
Next time.
That's
We
good.
got all weekend. And next week.
I actually do have a lot of-
And literally every weekend
and
because
every
we're all
weekend
on
until
tour.
October.
I do
Yeah.
have a lot of free time coming up.
Right? I have a whole week off next week.
Me too.
So.
I'm going to
Holyn
Redwoods.
has
You want
like
to
a
come?
whole month off.
I got like 2 to 3 weeks off depending on, how this weekend goes.
Didn't you already have 2 or
that's
3
true.
weeks off?
I had 1 week off.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
That's just how Texas does things.
That's just how Texas does things. Actually, I didn't have any time off. I played a B tier and an A tier, so
Did you win either?
I won the B tier. I don't want to talk about the A tier.
That was a really long pause.
How do we feel about going from the pro tour to like an A tier? Because I played an A tier like last month, and it felt like a C tier like flex start to me.
That's-
like,
yes.
it was like so chill.
But it feels like you have to win because you're
Yeah.
the touring
There's-
pro.
it's
coming
wild.
home.
I played
Yeah.
303 last weekend, and me and Rebecca came in first and second, so I was like,
Yeah.
I played an A tier at my home course, played meh, and then final round, down 3 strokes, get those 3 strokes back in 5 holes, get to hole 7, birdie putt, take a triple bogey.
Got him.
I hate
Next
that.
hole, I double bogey the girl who's now in first again, birdies, so 6 strokes lost in 2 holes on my home course.
I hate when you're like,
And that's being a touring pro coming
you're
home.
sitting there and you're like, I worked so hard. I got these strokes back. And then you're like 1 bomber hole and you're like, that was fun. This was a good time. I'm worse off than I was before.
look, that's why I didn't play the tournament at my home course.
Oh,
So you couldn't
Seems
embarrass
like
yourself.
smart.
I honestly,
you can't embarrass yourself if you don't show up.
it,
Facts.
I was the TD, and it was
write
great.
that one down. That's a hat.
Okay. If
That's
you're
not
running
for
the
sure.
tournament,
Embarrass
that's
yourself.
allowed.
Don't show up.
That's whenever I get home or I visit anybody, everyone's always like, my only goal is to beat you. And I was like, that's aggressive. And I was like, and clearly now we're in a challenge, but also you should have some other goals. I feel
Also,
like.
yeah, 100%. I mean, that's how I felt. Last year I didn't tour full time. Anytime Owen came home, I was like, I'm gonna this time.
This time.
And did you ever?
For years, my goal was to be the lane king. For years.
Did you?
Did you?
The first time I beat her, I walked up to her and I was like, "Hey, by the way, I kicked your ass." So
There's no way. I mean, the only other pro from Minnesota is Katrina, and I don't even know the last time.
No,
she
she's from
it
South
up.
Dakota
home.
now.
Oh,
yeah,
sorry.
she claims South
Okay.
Dakota.
Oh, well, let's
okay.
go. But
I don't know. How did she get there? Because I'm pretty sure she grew up in Minnesota and then like.
I don't
was
know.
living-
Let's ask her.
Yeah, we
I had
should.
people like
Who's
when
got
I
her
was
just
number?
call her.
Katrina's number.
I was literally
I
just playing
definitely
like a league round, is like a good vibes league in Minnesota, and someone was like, "Oh, you play? I know Katrina," and I'm like, "Neat."
Cool.
And they're like, "Yeah, I played with her when she just started," and I was like, "Again, very neat." I was like, "Is there more to the story?" And he's like, "Nah, that's it." Okay. And I was like, "Is this how you have conversations?"
That's one thing, honestly, about being a pro that like. Every time you meet a casual disc golfer, they want to tell you their whole life story. And this is...
Or they want to tell you all the pros they've met, and
yeah,
you're like,
also
Yeah.
that. I find this with people who played Ultimate and then came to disc golf. They find the need to tell me their whole Ultimate career and how they got into disc golf. And I'm like, sometimes it's interesting, and like I try to be a nice person and listen, but like I'm like, I don't care that much.
I'd actually rather
And I
have you
probably
come
will
ask
never
me like a
remember.
random question, like do the whole "What's your favorite dinosaur?" Like, let's talk about
Yeah.
something else.
For sure. It's
Because
not that I
I
don't
like-
want to talk to those people.
I say I like meeting people, but I definitely don't need the backstory.
And sometimes it gets so awkward. And you're just
But
like,
I don't want to. I don't want to be a bitch about it and just
Yeah.
be like, this isn't really what I want to do right now because I want to
Mm-hmm.
talk to you. But I'm like, throw in something random.
Yeah.
It does really boost my ego when I like go to some random course and there's just locals watching and they're like, "Whoa, you're really good," and I'm like, "I am." Thanks.
It's my first day.
My
I've
favorite.
never touched a frisbee before.
My favorite thing is like the playthrough energy when you've got like a
Oh,
big
yeah.
group, specifically for me when it's like a group of 6 guys and they all have a pretty crisp looking bag and I'm like, that's a new one, I like it. And I'll walk up and it's my favorite if I have my little satchel
Yeah.
Yep.
because it's just
Oh,
you
like
know,
the quiver, or
it's like a 9
Oh,
hole.
you got the leg,
know?
the one that
Do you
ties
have-
onto your leg.
I wish. Oh my god, that would be great for a couple costumes I have. But no, I like.
How many costumes do you have?
Okay, I love dressing up for stuff. You should see my Renaissance outfit, like my Renaissance Festival one.
Wow.
dude, can we go to Ren Fair together?
Let's go.
Yeah, you call it Ren Fair?
Ren
That's
Fair.
for sure.
I call
Ren
it
Fair.
Renfest.
You guys are
Renaissance
fest.
Festival.
You guys are fucking
Renaissance.
nerds.
Okay,
I've never
also,
been-
hey,
you should have seen my
I would
fucking
go.
shield, bro. No, my first, no, I have a friend who does like woodworking. So before I got sponsored by DD, I went to my first
Before I got
Halloween.
sponsored by DD, I had a shield.
No, I went as a
That's Putter
Valkyrie.
by West Side.
Which now that would work, but I went as a Valkyrie and I carried this
Another
like
disc
25-pound shield, but I put a putter pocket on the side of it, on the
Oh my
inside. So if I was within 10 to 15 feet, I kept the shield on and I was like, swing, and I would putt.
Wait, was
And it
this
was-
a Renaissance disc golf
No.
type
I
deal?
got to recycle parts of my Renaissance costume
Got it.
for my Halloween costume.
Got it.
I'm still petty though because I should have won the contest. Kale LaVisca, I got cheated on that
Uh-oh.
one.
Costume contest?
It was a costume contest, and I was
Oh.
carrying a fucking shield, and I had feathers on my head. It was wild.
Well, what was Kale
pretty
dressed up
rad.
as?
Oh no, Kale didn't win. He was at
Oh.
the preserve though,
so it was
Did
his
he
and
pick,
fault.
someone-
he picked the winner?
and he picked the winner,
Oh,
and it
I
was
see,
I don't
I
even
see.
remember. I
rigged.
probably know who it is now, but at the time I didn't like know anybody, and it was someone with like a fucking white button-up shirt, and I'm sure it was an inside joke, and he crushed it. But like, man, I went to the fabric store, and I got like,
Were you
So
Clever.
one
you
of
can
those people that
sew too. You make your own costumes?
oh yeah,
Dude.
yeah.
Okay, we're gonna Ren Fair.
I-
Ren Fest.
did- Ren
Thank
Fest.
you. Thank
Say
you
it
for
Well,
right.
we'll go.
Justin.
You're the
Ren
hard. You're
Fest.
more hardcore than I am, so we'll go.
Yeah,
with
and
your
I
name.
love dress. What was I saying? Oh, the satchel.
Back
No,
to the
so my
actual
favorite
point.
thing is when you have like a group of 6 guys with the full bag and they're like super pumped, and then they see the one person, and they always do the double take because they're like, oh, a girl playing by herself, and you're like, yeah, get it over with, like let's. And then they're like, do you want to play through? And you go, oh, that'd be great, thank you. Pipe it, and then
Shit.
you just pick up your satchel or your bag, whatever, and you just walk up, tap in. You're like, hey, thanks, have a good round, and they're all still just like, what the
heck just happened?
fuck? And then you never see them again because it's a group of 6, and you're like, I'm gonna be gone by the time you hit hole 4.
Yep. Yeah.
It's true.
Very satisfying.
Oh my god, that's all I had for that.
Okay, DeAnn, what are we actually going to be talking about here?
That was a great intro, guys.
Our host.
Nailed it.
DeAnn
Nailed it.
Good, squeaky doors. So here's my thought.
Okay. So.
That was actually me opening the door to this next topic. Do we call foot faults?
Hey, I was literally about to say it, Raven.
Damn.
You ruined it.
Thunder stolen.
So,
Anyway, take it away,
the
DeAnn.
the question of this podcast. Are we calling foot faults or what, dude?
Yeah.
Like, what's going on here?
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yes.
Let's
Yeah,
do
I
it.
think so.
Short answer, yes. Long answer, Ella, take it away.
That being said, if any of y'all call me a foot fault,
I'm gonna punch you. I know where you.
I'm
I
gonna
know where you guys
I'm gonna
sleep.
fucking lose it.
This is when we all start our own little black book.
We're all 4 on a card together.
My
We're
death
just
note
calling
just like
It's like, yeah. And the problem with foot faults is it's the same people who get mad if you call a foot fault on them, who
Call the foot faults.
who call the foot faults and who pretend that they don't know the rules. And I'm like, well, if you don't know the rules, you can't be mad about me calling the rules on you because I actually know the rules. Like,
My biggest thing is I'm pretty unaware of my feet. So if you call me, I'm just
like, what?
I got called on it once, and I went, ah, shit, really? And they were just like, yeah, and I was like, damn. And then I took
you
my
got
stroke
me.
because, like, if you step on the disc, you broke the rule.
yeah, you
Like
did.
And then there was one time it was a bummer. Actually, no one called me on it. It probably was a B tier. Just ate shit. I slipped on the wet grass. I did. I like did my run up and I slipped into the disc. Disc went flying. I fell, and everyone was just like, shoot. No foot fault. And then I was just, but at that point, I mean, it was a B tier. It was one of my early tournaments, so like I didn't know the rules that well either. And I laugh about it now because I'm like, wow, that was like the worst foot fall
That literally
ever.
happened to me at the Dynamic Disc Open. Second hole of the tournament, I go to throw a sidearm and the like grass is wet and I just like fall to a knee. And I think everyone just assumed I kicked the disc after the disc left my hand.
There you
So
go.
I got
Oh,
benefit. And literally I kicked the disc probably further than my driveway. And that's how my DDO went.
My
When I
biggest
was
thing
an
is don't
AM.
take it personally.
Exactly. I got
It's
called on
fine.
a foot fault when I was an AM. This was before they changed the foot fault rule, so you could rethrow
Oh, gotcha.
immediately
Oh.
after.
You're
Yeah.
talking
Did
to
you
three
get-
disc
Oh,
golfers
yeah,
who
you guys
just
are
I was like,
really
we
I'm
We're
sorry.
literally, I was like, when did they change the foot fault
Tell us
rules?
the old rules, Deann.
There used to be a rule whenever you foot faulted, like I think they changed it so people or your friends couldn't call you on a foot fault and like you could do it again because you got to re-putt or rethrow plus a stroke. So now it's
Interesting.
just the stroke and you can't rethrow.
Oh, okay.
But I got called on one and it caused me to lose the tournament. But,
No.
Yeah, but it's okay. But funny story.
That's brutal.
I was on a foot fault compilation video. Did not know
She's
about
made it big, folks.
I did.
I feel like I actually watched that video.
But the funny thing
like,
is,
recently.
it was mostly like, I think it was mostly like Ricky or somebody.
No, I literally
Well,
watched.
guys.
There's that one.
I
Wasn't it
watched that
Ricky,
video
Ricky
like
and
a week
Nico?
and a half
Nico,
ago.
Yeah.
And I was in there for
I mean, I think
US
they were both foot faults on
for
that.
throw
video.
pink. I was literally, the disc
Yeah, show
was
us.
like here.
There's a little demo
Yes,
on
show
this
the
podcast.
people on the
Like,
podcast.
hey, they can see, look.
Oh.
It's going to be on YouTube.
It's gonna be on Apple Podcasts too.
Let's go. I'm gonna
Disc
save
was
this one.
Here. The basket
Sorry, Spotify.
was like there, okay?
Like actually there or like
What's
So
the
for our
the
audio
range?
listeners,
It was time.
she's
Like
got
for
a
the
red
direction.
solo
this
cup.
was hole 5 at USDGC.
what's the range here? An inch
Oh,
equals
so
how
the-
many feet?
the long one over there. You go
I
over
need
the
my
water,
map. Where's my legend? I need
Along
my
the
map
water and then
legend.
over the water.
You know, right where you are turning the corner on the par 5, there's a tree, solo tree in the middle of the fairway.
Yep.
Oh yeah. Okay.
Way out there.
Yep.
I was behind that tree.
Yep.
And I was throwing to the basket. Disc was here. My foot was here. And nobody called me on it. Nobody saw it. And I didn't even know it happened until
Yeah.
somebody told me they saw the video. At Texas State.
Dang. They really must have dug deep for that one on the compilation.
Little did
I
you know,
know, like-
someone's been like holding a vendetta just like this whole time, and then they were like, "I have proof."
I really think it was Gabe that told me he watched me on a video, on a foot fault video. And I was like, what? It was Gabe and John Nicholson at
Oh,
Texas
there you
State.
go.
There you go.
Don't.
That sounds right.
That's
Yeah.
John. John, not cool, man.
Y'all know, you know what gets my goat?
What gets your goat?
When there's a hole that turns like a dog leg
Yeah.
and people line up or like pretend that their lie is like
They line up
along
with the fairway instead of the basket?
That pisses me off so much.
What do you guys think about the new Mando rule?
Oh, with if you like roll backwards
Refresh my
out from
memory.
it.
What's
It's
the
like-
new Mando rule?
I think it was supposed to, so now before if you correctly made it through the mandatory space and then like maybe you cut rolled back around, you could still
You still technically made the Mando.
you
I
made the
believe.
Mando and you can just ignore. You basically
Like your
play it
next throw doesn't-
continually like the Mando isn't there.
Because
Yeah.
you already
Got
made
it.
it
Now,
once.
if you do that and you roll around the
You
back,
have to make it again.
yeah. Well, do you have to make it again, or does it count? As
No, you're
missing
like,
the Mando?
you missed the
because
Mando.
it doesn't matter which
Oh.
direction.
It's not even that you have to make it in.
It
'cause
doesn't
usually you go
matter
to a
which
drop zone.
direction you go through the Mando. If you go through the restricted space, if you go through the restricted plane,
Forward or
you
backward.
miss the Mando.
Yeah, because it came into play on hole 1 at De La. Like, if you made
Yeah.
that Mando and then you like hit a ramp and rolled to the right side of the
Yeah,
right
back
Mando
around the
tree,
tree.
You missed
you had to
it.
go to the drop zone, even though
Yeah.
you made the Mando already. It was wild. Luckily, it didn't happen. I just straight up missed the Mando. I didn't want to deal with that shit.
Some of the new rules have confused me.
Yeah.
Yeah, that one's
I will
confusing.
say I like if you go OB, you can take the radius, the any direction.
But
But what if
is
it's
it
a
the
blind
same?
Mando? What if it's a blind shot where the Mando's in play, like
Yeah,
on the
that's
next
why-
one,
that's
and
why-
you would have no idea.
That's
Yeah.
why you need to have spotters on holes, and that's why you need to not use a ribbon as a top Mando.
But also, spotters are wrong a lot of the times. Like how many
true.
times at Dynamic Discs Open, we would they maybe didn't know but tried to call it anyway, and you.
Yeah.
I called provisional.
I was gonna
every
say
time.
our
I
best
always
friend is a
called
provisional.
provisionals.
I don't know why anyone ever hesitates to say provisional. I'm
Calling
like
her
every
all the
time.
time.
If somebody
provisional.
doesn't know
'cause-
anything, I'm like, just take a provisional, dude.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't know
Yeah.
why people
okay.
like hesitate. Like I don't need to. I'm like just take the literally
It
it
literally
cannot
will not
hurt you.
Yeah.
Okay,
Just
so
take it.
so this guy, Conrad Damon, he is the number one.
Called out.
I hope it's a good thing
He
because
is-
you didn't even hesitate
He is
to
the
say
number
it.
one double disc cart player in the world.
Oh, so
Okay.
He is also on the PDGA rules committee. He's like one of those frisbee legends, you know.
I love legends.
He wants to change the Mando or the mini rule. He wants to abolish minis
Really?
because his thing is like you shouldn't be able to change your lie.
But what if I want to throw the same disc? I have
That's
to
my
change
biggest
my
thing.
Then
Yeah.
you take another disc, you line it up
Oh,
nose
you
to nose,
just
and you just
use
put it
the-
on top, and then pick the other one up.
Oh,
right, well, what if,
so
like-
you
Just replace
put-
it.
What if like I throw my disc is in a circle, but it's like up against the back of a tree, and I got a putt. Where do I put my foot?
Like how do you?
That's like then you
Or is he
probably
just-
get relief to behind the tree.
Okay.
Oh, okay.
Because I mean, it's an interesting thing because like in golf, I guess in golf there's all these weird rules, but like it is interesting.
Golf,
like
they can like pick up boulders and
Yeah.
shit. So.
yeah, that's true. In golf, like or in disc golf, like being able to change your lie, like you can be on the edge of the circle and you can decide if you want a circle 2 putt or a circle 1
That's
putt.
true. I see that one
Yeah,
all the
I
time where
see
people are like,
that.
"Wait, if I don't mark it, I can step."
Yeah.
Yeah. One rule that I don't think it's safe. That new rule that they
Oh,
switched,
moving the
where
foot
you
stuff.
can't move
Hate
anything.
that,
I'm like, if there's an
yeah.
acorn in my way, I'm gonna get a rolled ankle.
Well, I can't. Well, you can lay down though.
To an extent.
Okay. But now
You can stand
everyone's
on your
like, look
head.
how far I can reach. I can like make my stance. I'm just going to clear all that. The point is like where your stance is actually going to be, not where you could potentially have a stance, because otherwise you could just clear out like a whole semicircle.
Yeah.
See, and like even
But I also think it's not safe.
before, whenever I would clear out stuff, I would only like clear out a lot if we had a backup or if we were waiting. Then I'd be like, okay, like I have time
to just,
blah, 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 just to chill.
Yeah.
And I would, I mean, for the
Cleaning.
and I think the
Yeah,
problem
spring
we
cleaning.
have a lot of times with rule changes is that everyone focuses on like the far edges of the spectrum, because realistically, most of the stuff that you're
Yeah.
going to clear is like that one acorn or that stick. That's
Yeah.
like when you set up your putt and your back foot and you like
Yeah.
you do a little log roll. I hate when I freaking
Or that
trip on a
that,
log, like a
rock
stick, and you're
that's-
like, I just almost rolled to my face.
Yeah.
But it's like
Straight
those
my
little
face.
things, like 90% of the stuff you're going to clear is just like that stuff that's in the fairway. But yeah, you can't move a full trunk of a tree anymore.
Could you
You're
make like
dead and
a-
unattached?
like a size limit? Like you can only move it if it's smaller than like I don't know, the size of a disc or something.
Yeah, I think that.
I mean, I get
think
that,
there's
but I
other
still
ways
feel like
you
you're
can
going to
word
have
the
a big
rule.
thing that's annoying. It's all about wording.
Yeah, I mean,
communication is key.
I think the reason that they changed the rule to that was because Paul Macbeth moved a giant piece of wood at Worlds.
Thanks, Paul.
I mean, honestly, I think that's why.
Paul, leave
I
your
don't
wood
actually
alone.
know, but like,
Yeah, don't play with your wood, play with your discs.
Watch out for those trees.
That went dark.
Oh my God. So anyway, like we were saying,
I think that's why.
it's yeah.
But I think
mean,
that there's a way that they can word the rule better. That's like, if there is a piece of I mean,
debris.
I would say that if you were playing that
Debris.
tournament, you would know that it was intentionally placed there as a part of the course, and it should have been a course asset. Like that should have been a stroke for Paul, maybe in my opinion, based on the rules. But
I feel like when it's a large piece, you saw it during practice.
yeah,
I'm talking about the shit that like falls out of the trees and now it's like in the center of the fairway.
Yeah.
So you have a great drive and you're like, oh, I'm gonna die.
Yeah.
I'm gonna roll my ankle right
And
here.
you can't ensure that everyone had the exact same fairway because that stick probably wasn't
I was
there
like,
for
someone
everybody.
probably
Or you
hit a
can still
tree
clear your line.
and they
I'll
knocked
move
that
it,
stick
and then
into
I'll
the.
put it right back. I mean, can I do that? I'll put it right back.
I won't call it.
No, what you got to do is you just clean the course before the tournament starts, and you just walk
get a
around. You're like, I might land here. Fling yeah, what was the? Oh my God, 2 years ago, what was the Trump thing? I got to go sweep the forest.
No, drain the swamp. You gotta drain the swamp.
Sweep the woods.
Yeah. Gotta stop those forest fires.
We don't have to worry about that back home. Sorry.
All right, but
We
we're in
do out
California
here.
now,
Anyway.
so
We have to worry
let's
about
avoid
that here.
forest fires as a topic.
Yes. In general.
Okay.
Not as a topic, but in general. Don't
Yeah,
get-
I would really like no
Yeah.
more forest fires.
So are you guys ready to play tomorrow?
Yeah, I
I
am.
fucking hope so.
Me too.
I mean,
How many rounds have you had?
3.
Okay.
Yeah, they were good. Had like round 1 though. Not gonna lie, I thought the course was a lot harder. No, because I'm like, where are these landings? I've like by hole 7, my arm feels like it's falling off because they got like the 3 par 5s in the first.
Well, okay, so
5
the front
holes.
half is 1,200 feet longer than the back half. I just want you to know.
then classic, of course, when you're trying to throw hard, it's usually worse. And so I stopped doing that, and it suddenly got easier.
Shocking.
It's
That's wild. You should write a book.
Shocked.
We said it's,
Write a book.
it's gonna be a 7-hour or a 4-hour.
I was
7-hour
like,
round.
listen,
7 hours. Let's fucking go.
I was like, Ella, I can no
It's
longer
gonna
caddy
be-
for you.
How many putts do you think I'm going to need to take?
Probably a lot.
Shit.
Oh, shit. Called out.
Damn. Okay, I know I took a 7 last weekend. But I practiced, and I really turned it around.
Don't you beat me at
Figure
horse.
out tomorrow, Holly.
Yeah, I beat her at a putting game.
Uh-oh.
So you're good.
So I'm good now. I fixed it.
Good.
We are so
keep
proud
up
of
with
you,
the fixed
Holyn.
stuff tomorrow.
Okay.
Okay, but what about the 7-hour
Okay.
round, DeAnn?
No, it's going to be a 4-hour 7 holes. And then the rest of
That's
the round is going to be
so
so
true.
much
That's
better.
actually-
Those
so
first
true.
7 holes feel so fucking long.
It takes forever.
Ella and I did a doubles round for our first attempt at the course, and we're sitting there and we're like 40 minutes in and we're all just about to putt on hole 1, and I was like, man, we've been out here for a while, and I look back and can still see the stage, and I was like, oh God.
I'm just saying,
And we had carts. Yeah. And I was like, we're gonna die out here.
well, I'm just saying, if Ella's telling us that it's really fucking long,
That's right.
like she
That's
arguably
insane.
has the longest drive of our.
She's
our
literally
division,
walking
and she
around with a
says it's
goddamn
really
cannon
fucking long.
attached to her shoulder, and she's like, this is a pretty long course, you guys.
Dude, okay.
Oh, that was the wrong sound entirely.
That's what a cannon sounds like.
I'm sure everyone
Whoa.
loves hearing that one in there.
It's a toy cannon, okay?
I don't throw rollers. I don't think I've ever thrown really a roller before.
DeAnn, I'm throwing like
before that.
7 rollers
Well,
off the tee.
At
listen,
At least.
the first day that me and AJ went out, I think I threw at least 3 or 4 rollers on every hole.
That's good.
But then-
Intentionally?
But then during skins, yeah, intentionally. But then during skins, I didn't throw.
Yeah, I thought you were you were
fucking
talking about your
clean
rollers, so I
houses.
thought you were gonna.
any roller at all. So I'm like, this course, I don't really need a roller. I mean, some shots I'll probably throw a roller.
Well, that's. I mean, every hole that you didn't throw a roller on and someone else did, you were still putting for like the same score anyway. So you know what? Fuck the rollers.
I mean, you don't need the rollers, but like
They're
there's
nice.
Come
there's
on,
enough.
Ella, you don't need the rollers.
There's
Yes, you're-
enough holes
You're like the
where
last
the shot-
person
but
that
I like
needs
to
the
show
roller.
off.
She
I like to show off.
Yeah, she's just doing it for the gram.
Well, look at those glasses.
The gram.
Everyone,
gram?
Look at my
The
glasses.
Instagram, guys.
I was gonna say
Just to
drugs are illegal. Ella's got a deal. She's like, every roller I throw, I get a gram.
Maybe
Just thinking about it.
we are in a legal state right now.
Just, yeah, let's
We're in
point that one out.
California.
Everything's fine. Don't come after me.
Oh my gosh.
So yeah, California.
That would be a fun deal.
Honestly, that's a pretty lucrative deal.
I mean, a gram's a lot.
right?
shit.
I'm just saying, depending on
Or
what's
I'm thinking ounces a lot.
depending on
grams,
what's
I don't know, dude. I don't know.
I don't know either.
depending on what state you're buying
My
in. or
nerd
if you-
is showing.
Your nerdish is
My
showing.
nerd is showing.
Oh no, cover that up
Do you guys know? Okay, do you guys listen to comedy at all?
all the time.
Okay, you know Bert Kreischer, right?
Yeah.
Okay, Joe Rogan.
Yep.
He just put out a new podcast with Bert Kreischer and Tony Hinchcliffe.
Is it great?
Bert literally talks about disc golf for like 5-6 minutes
Big
because he's
fan.
obsessed with it now.
Sick.
But he was talking about this big money tournament that his podcast wants to put up. And
I'm
it's
in.
like invite all the pros in Hawaii with $1 million purse.
What? Dude, let me get last
What I
cash.
gotta do? What I gotta do to get on that?
I wanna do
Hell
that.
yes.
But yeah,
Skins
I heard that and I was like,
finale.
what?
Skins finale.
Skins finale in
Okay,
Hawaii.
so obviously
Oh.
that one you heard it after disc golfing, but has there been anything that you like either saw before you started playing that you've revisited where you didn't realize disc golf was involved? And I bring this up because have you watched 21 Jump Street?
There's a disc golf basket.
It,
yes.
No, it starts with disc golf. Like when they're in the scene with the park. The first time I watched it, I didn't disc golf. I didn't pay any attention. I was just like, look at those idiots doing fun stuff. But then the clip is literally him retrieving a disc out of the water, and then he just throws it back in. He's
Yep.
like, fuck you guys, I'm not getting your disc.
Yep.
And I watched that again like this winter, and I lost it. And I was like, how did I not see this before?
I've seen that movie and I did not notice
Yeah,
that.
I had
But that
seen
was
it.
Rewatch
years
it
ago.
because it
Rewatch
made
it.
me.
Let's do a watch party.
I almost had like you could define it as a cackle.
I literally had to stop it. I literally had to stop the movie, take a picture
I
of the
stopped
disc
it.
golf basket.
I
and be like,
I rewound the movie and then I sent it to probably like 50 people on Snapchat. I'm
Exactly.
like, you guys ever see this shit?
Have you ever seen this movie in your life?
Oh my god, you guys are doing the same. You're just-
I don't think that there's anything that
I'm playing with
can
my
think
hair.
of.
she's not.
They're just airing out the pitties. Like,
Yeah.
and out damn pitties.
Hey, I took a shower before this though.
I have
Okay,
not
quit bragging.
We have not showered
Few
in
days.
I was about to shower and then we had a podcast.
Yeah.
I didn't shower yesterday, and then I showered today. So. it was
Hey, showers on the road are like a friggin'
proud
pot
of
of
you.
gold.
But hey, how important is Planet Fitness though?
Planet
Planet
Fitness
Fit-
is a real
It
G.
is.
I
disc
haven't
golf
showered
economy.
my trailer though.
Ooh.
Okay,
how
get
big-
out of here.
How big's your water
Alright,
tank?
Get out of here.
All right, DeAnn.
Wow.
Not enough to take a bunch of showers
Yeah,
this
that's what
week.
I
I'm going to Planet Fitness.
Wait, what do you have? What are you pulling?
I've got a 21 footer. It's a hideout.
Oh, it's a little baby.
It's a little baby.
So we've got
I got a
we got a
27
five fifth wheel? What is it called?
a fifth wheel.
I've got a five-wheeler.
Five-wheeler.
No,
We got a fifth wheel.
it's a travel
No,
trailer.
I mean her.
Oh,
we got a
hers is
fifth wheel,
wheel.
a 21 footer, a Nissan Envy, and a minivan.
Yeah,
My-
but
my-
my minivan is bigger than your van.
Okay,
Look,
she's right.
It's
No, she's
true.
right. No,
It's
I'm
true.
traveling in
more
a.
square footage.
I'm literally
More
in a toy
cubic
car.
Footage.
my truck
I'm in
is
a toy.
bigger than our van was last year. Like, our truck is longer than our van was last year. Just
Have
the truck, not
have
the
you
fifth wheel.
Have you slept in the
Big
truck?
boy.
No, but it's got a big back seat. You probably
I-
could.
I
I mean,
parked
big boy
behind
truck.
like someone's F-150, and they thought I had left. And he's like, "Oh, I thought you left last night." And I was like, no, you just can't see my van.
You know what I think the best
It's just
flex
behind
is?
you."
And it is
Sam?
amazing.
Yeah.
The best flex, I did it to the all of the guys that were out at the Place of Champions Cup, like where we were camping.
Uh-huh.
And I would pull up to pick up Kat, and I pulled up, and my truck's blacked out. Like, you can't really see anything inside. And I just, like, open up
Brother.
this truck, and I'm so short. I have to jump and jump down.
How short are you?
So I literally jumped out of this truck, and every time I jump out, they're like, "That's a big truck for you." I'm like,
See, if there were the blacked out windows and I see your truck, I always just have the like, "Oh, who's overcompensating?"
"See,
It's DeAnn.
It's
DeAnn.
She's got a height complex, folks.
exactly 5'3" on a good day."
That's
On
wild.
a good day.
Holland.
DeAnn told me like last month that she had a really tall card, and I was like,
I
the
did.
tallest person was like 5'8" and a half.
Stop.
I'm 5'3".
I was like,
Yo, that surprised me so much coming out and actually
Yeah,
meeting
you're
everybody.
tall. Everyone's so small.
Everyone's so small.
Everyone is tiny.
Well,
It's
we can't
wild.
help it, guys.
And I'm like,
we
how
didn't
am
get
I?
watered that much.
How are these?
We
How are
didn't
these
get
little
watered.
girls out driving me?
Okay, the
Because we
first
have
time
power.
roast him.
I don't
Okay.
outdrive you.
I wasn't,
Okay.
I wasn't
Here
talking
we
about
go.
you.
Wow.
I wasn't referring to
We
you. I'm
have
sorry.
power. damn. The first time I played with Paige Shue, and she just ripped her putter up like a 300-foot fairway, and I was like, "You're so tiny." It's like you had a baby and you're still tiny.
Look,
So
we were talking about it before the skins match, and then we talked about it on hole 5. I was the shortest thrower on the skins match.
Yeah.
I believe. Ella, how tall are you?
5'8".
No,
Okay.
I'm talking
She
about
meant
distance.
distance.
No, I know. I'm just asking Ella a question. This is an A-B conversation. See your way out of it.
Holyn,
You
how
can
are
be
you?
over there.
How are you, Holyn?
You know, the audio doesn't really work that
Okay,
great
but-
if we have 2 conversations going on.
Some of the MPO
gonna
boys
sound
are
bad.
so tall.
so tall.
They're tall and lanky. They all look like rock climbers.
And they're
Can we
massive.
talk about how weird the proportions of Scott Stokely's body is? Like,
he's got just a lot of leg.
75%
lanky.
leg.
Yeah.
Yeah.
He's
For
like
sure.
75%
But then
leg.
there's Emerson Keith, and he could
he
have
can
like
fucking
he got
bomb.
It's wild. That's why I'm like,
got the
height doesn't
short end
matter.
of
Like
the
it,
It's form,
it
you know?
matters, but it doesn't matter.
Yeah.
Garrett and Paul are both shorter guys.
I mean,
Yeah, that's
I
true.
thought Paul was taller before I
not-
met him.
He's not
AJ
that
can
tall.
bomb, and he's kind of short.
I mean, yeah, you know,
get shorter.
being lanky, I think helps, but
The
like,
biggest-
at the end of the day, you
the
gotta have
biggest-
good form.
The only thing that lanky helps with is when you're kind of off the fairway and you can like lunge all the
Strut
way
out.
out.
Yeah.
Because I can 100. I can tell you 4 different instances where instances where I had someone on my card go, "Can I borrow your legs?" And I went, "I actually sure," because my knees suck. So. I was like,
Trade.
I guess you. I mean, give them back
guess you-
baskets for people.
The tool
The
baskets.
tool baskets. Got them tool baskets.
Yeah, I struggle on those.
I don't know. I kind of like to laugh at the short people on those.
I love
Thank
when
you.
someone else
We
has to take the
struggle.
stairs up there, and I just like
Would
reach
you
over
rather
the top.
have a 10-footer on a short basket or a 15-footer on a short basket? I mean, a tall basket.
Oh, I was
by,
like the-
by short basket, I mean tall basket.
A 10-footer on a
10-footer
tall
on a
basket
short
or a
basket.
15 on a
wind?
short.
What's
No.
the wind?
Yeah,
Tim?
what's the win situation? Calm as crap.
That matters.
Okay,
Thomas
just
shit?
ignore that question. We can move on.
I don't like getting too close to an elevated
That's why I'm
basket. If
asking.
That was me trying
I'm
to help.
fine with
Are you guys
elevated,
gonna-
honestly.
Are you guys just
You doing a
gonna-
waffle?
Turbo?
No, if I'm, I still just
Absolutely
putt
not.
unless I can reach in and just drop it in. I just putt normal. I don't
Okay,
have the same
and then
yips. I don't
people
think.
with lanky arms like Holyn can just like reach
I love a good dunk.
Oh, yeah.
to
For sure.
the basket, and I'm like, my arm goes this far, like nowhere near it.
Just get good, dude.
Get good.
Hi, my college
Don't
coach.
Play some horse. Come on.
Don't
My-
I'm down. Let's
My,
go. I got
my
you.
college coach used to just say
Probably.
"be better," which was super supportive.
Be better.
But she's not there to support you.
Have you
She's
ever
there
had-
to win.
That's fair. No, I mean I was cool with
That's
it,
what
but
she
like,
gets paid
have you
for.
ever seen Bombas socks?
Bombas?
Yes.
Yeah,
Yeah,
yeah.
if you roll down the front, it says "be better," but it's spelled BEE, and I thought that was super fun.
Thank
So
you.
now
very
insects
much
are
for
telling
that.
you to be better.
It tied into the "Be Better" college
Yeah.
story. All right, I'm just trying to always be better. All right,
It's her goal in life.
it is my goal in life.
To be better than she was.
Exactly. It's me against me,
Hey,
and then you guys are also there.
true.
You know.
Oh, that probably sounds great.
Who do we think's gonna get last cash this weekend?
Oh, who's playing?
So here's the thing about that question is you're either saying who's gonna play like shit
Or
who
who's gonna
normally-
pick it up.
or who's
Or
gonna
who's gonna
step
play-
it up and get
let's
there,
look
you
at
know,
it
has
from
an
the
English.
ladder.
Okay.
Let's go
yeah.
at who's gonna.
Who's gonna
So
like?
now if we're looking at it from the ladder, you're saying you're calling out who's been playing like shit lately.
Oh shit! There's no. Is there a wind?
If
Yeah, I mean, you
Deanne's
guys
raising
can
her
just
hand
tell
here.
me
Okay,
that I forgot.
I'm really hoping that DeAnn gets less cash.
Hey, I'm trying to get top 4, guys.
Well, you just raised your
Well, so we
hand.
are. So
I
we're
was
on
just
it.
saying. She said somebody that's been playing like shit lately, and that, I mean, I was just helping out.
I was just volunteering.
I was just volunteering as tribute.
I don't want to. Next question.
Who's gonna be?
Yo, Raven,
who's
you gonna get last cash or what?
That'd be if I got last cash. You guys all did something bad because I'm not playing.
That's my caddy for the weekend. Thank you very much.
Hi, yes, I'm Ella Hansen's caddy.
So that means, I was gonna say that means Ella's getting last cash because they're a package.
Oh, plot twist.
I'm gonna go ahead, Ella. You need to get better than last cash.
Okay, I will try my best.
All the rollers are just gonna like,
They're gonna backfire.
yeah.
They're gonna find that one.
Yeah,
edge.
no, I am. No, my finger's out of commission right now. So
No.
see you bitches in Portland. That's it. That's all I got.
That's all I got. Okay. Well, Ella, you
can't
had
even
another question.
you can't even
What
drop
was-
this mic.
Nobody answered my first question. So.
I don't know.
We don't want to answer your first question.
Yeah, that's
We're
a fuck your
diverting
question.
your first question.
I'm
your
not trying to make
question.
enemies here, man.
We have to
Okay.
see each other every week.
Yeah.
That's true.
And we probably already all
We can't
have
talk
enemies,
shit
but I
on
don't-
the podcast. We talk shit after the podcast.
And before.
Or
the-
Before.
Most of my, I'm just gonna talk shit about you guys though. So,
That's
but I
fair.
like to talk shit to you.
That's fair.
I think that's a
I'll
better
accept
way
that.
to move forward.
Productive.
I'll accept it.
Cool.
Okay, I need to come up with another question then.
Right here, I got one.
I don't. It was funny.
Wait, does it have to be?
Lean was
Does it have to be a question about this weekend or just a
No,
general
just ask
Just in
me.
general.
Just
Okay.
ask a question.
Just hit it.
What's
Okay.
the $1 million question?
No, it's just we're the three of us pretty new on tour. You've been on tour for a while.
Oh, yeah, here we
so
go.
let's get some weird like van/RV stories that maybe people wouldn't expect.
Ooh.
Or
I
would
need
expect.
more
Weird-
context.
What
for
about
this.
what
Just
about
like,
like
what's
something
the-
you never thought was going to be a problem or something you never
Here,
thought
I'll go
you'd run
first.
into?
I'll go first. I'll give an
Okay.
example. So
I feel like you asked this so that
Peeing
you
in
could tell a
cups.
story.
I have not done that.
Anywhere to go.
I have not done that.
You
but
just
all right.
wait, just wait, just
All
wait.
right.
Wait.
No, so you know how RVs have a carbon monoxide detector,
Yes.
right?
Yeah, is your
So, no, mine works fine. That's where this story is going. So I didn't charge my batteries because I was staying at someone's house and I didn't want to have my generator
messed
on
up.
and being really loud. So at about 1 a.m, fun fact, if you have an RV and your battery is about to die, your carbon monoxide detector will start just going because of the low battery. So I've got
beeping.
this loud, like chirpy, high pitched beep going at 1 a.m. Okay, I don't want to turn my generator on and wake up this whole neighborhood. And so I ended up just packing up I grabbed all my blankets, I grabbed my pillow, and I slept in the truck
So you just
in the
left
passenger
the
seat.
thing going and you moved to the truck?
Her
Yep.
batteries ended up dying anyway. So she was
Yeah, my
just like-
batteries were dead by the morning, and then the guy whose house I was staying at, he let me get an extension cord and hook up to shore power, and it was all good. But
That's a good one.
charge your batteries.
2 days ago, we ran out of propane, and our
Propane.
generator was not working.
Propane.
Oh, you have a
And
propane generator,
accessories.
not
no,
gas.
No, we have a gas generator,
Okay.
but our fridge is a 7 or 3-way, and so it power and propane, and so we had it on the propane because the generator was messing up, and we were trying to fix that. Well, we woke up in the middle of the night with the fridge beep 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 beep.
At least
beep,
all of your
because
appliances
it was
warn you.
out of everything.
I think I'll call it a tip. When you get a van, just hose down the top of it and see if you have any leaks.
Yes.
I think it's a really big thing that you forget. When I bought my van, it had rained the day before, and I'm so glad it did because I went to go test drive it, and I was like, hey, there's a puddle in there. And they were like, oh, that's weird. And I was like, I'm not going to buy this unless you fix it. And they did fix it, but
Mostly.
no, they fixed the ceiling. Ceiling was
Oh,
great.
okay.
The door, however, they did not fix the door, and like part of that like rubber that closes, there's a gap in it. I didn't know this, and then we were in where did we go after Champions Cup? Arkansas. Jonesboro. We're in Jonesboro. And it was quite the storm. And I'm sitting
Oh,
there
yeah.
and I was like, wow, it's so loud in here. And then I was like, oh, what is that on my elbow? And I look and I can just see the water dripping down. And I'm like, well, I'm dry, so that's okay. And I just grabbed my towel and placed it next to me. I have a water stain on my mattress for show, but
What? Speaking
This
of,
But-
this is all a ploy to convince us that she didn't piss the bed.
oh, I would tell you. No, I'm pretty good about that. If I have to go to the bath, I just wake up and I'll be like, wow, why did I wake up? And then I move and I go, oh, red alert, let's go. And I find a bush or something. A bush.
See, that's the nice thing about the RV is you got
I got a bathroom.
a bathroom.
Oh, okay. So cool.
Hey, I spent
got a
3 years in a
bathroom.
van. I paid my dues.
I mean, that's great, but like, I don't care. You spent 3 years in a van.
Spent 3 years in a van.
No, that's great.
Now it's not mine.
Congratulations. I'm okay going to the bathroom outside. I've never had a problem with that.
Anymore. Oh, me
That's-
either.
yeah.
I do it on the disc golf course.
I more just wait, and I'm like, it's gonna be one of those times where you're just like popping a squat somewhere, and someone just flashes a light on you, and you're like, well, this is happening. I'm gonna finish though, so
Just wait 1 minute.
if you could just shine that the other
Do you
direction.
mind?
Do you,
Do you mind?
excuse me? Do you mind?
Acapado.
privacy here.
There's someone in here.
Bush is taken. Thank you.
I actually was just going to the bathroom in Bush like the other day, and someone walked in because he had to go to the bathroom, and I just turned around and I was like, "Hey," and he's like, "Oh, I'm sorry," and I was like, "Go to that tree," and he was like, "All right, my bad," and he just like
taken.
he just,
That's
I was
one
just
of my
sitting.
favorite things that they do on the film too. When they follow, when somebody throws their shot and then like walks off to go pee, and they like camera keeps following, and the camera keeps following, like,
Until they realize, and I'm just like,
oh shit.
that's not. The guy was super funny though, and he's just like, "Oh, my bad, I had to go to the bathroom," and I was like, "Way ahead of you, buddy."
That's what I was doing.
Oh my god.
But speaking of storms, what do you guys
How
think of the
loud are
storms?
We've been
storms,
getting
dude?
hit.
Dude, tornadoes have been following us.
Yeah.
I know. I
What was
went-
it, like 3 weekends in a row with a tornado warning or watch?
Yeah.
Do you guys get messages from like your out of town family who is like following? Because I
No.
get text messages where people are like, "Did you check the weather?" And I'm like, "Nah, why?"
AJ's
And they're like,
dad
"You're
will
gonna
call us,
die."
and he's like, "You got a bad storm coming in. Are you guys? Do you have a plan?" And we're like, "Yeah, we're good."
My mom's she's very mom about it. She's like, I'm sure you know, but I just wanted to make sure you're parked in like a safe place and you're not gonna get in. I was like, I'm parked, if that's what you mean.
There were
My
a
mom
few times.
freaks out, but she's not good enough at technology to like know where I am or find out what the weather is, even though I share my location with her.
Yeah.
So she only gets freaked out if I tell her, but then she gets really freaked out, so I have to like not tell
Not
her.
tell her.
because-
My funny ones are always people like, hey, there's a storm, and I'm sitting there like putting on sunblock, and I'm like, sun? Like,
What
there's
storm?
like not a storm anywhere near where I
Yeah.
am right now, and I'm like, where are you looking?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I don't know, but I mean, I appreciate it. That means my mom cares.
Yeah. Actually, the first time I stayed in the RV, I was, I didn't unhitch it because I wasn't in a campground, and so I just slept in it hitched. But I guess where I parked ended up being a wind tunnel. And here's the thing: when you don't unhitch your RV and you don't put your stabilizers down, it just
Wobble,
it
they
just
wobble, they wobble.
wobbles, and it was loud.
Do you put your stabilizers down hooked up?
No,
We do that when we
Okay.
sleep at truck stops.
yeah, I haven't had to do that yet. So
It's awesome.
yeah,
I'll say
so
my-
far the drives have been short enough. I can just
But
get there.
Your camper will not tip over unless it's over 150 miles per hour.
I have heard that. I googled
because
that.
I googled it during the
During DDO?
Texas states.
Oh,
Because we were
man.
at a
Oh,
campground
in Tyler, yeah.
Yes. Oh, that was. I
I'm so
freaked
glad I
out.
wasn't there.
I had 4
Yeah, I
panic
went home.
attacks. 4
That's
panic
sucks.
attacks.
Jesus.
It was so bad.
Yeah.
Are you good now?
I'm fine now.
I feel like that's a lot of.
It's been like a month.
A lot of trauma there,
yeah, but
DeAnn.
4. I don't.
I'm here.
She made it.
For me, my van makes the rain sound so bad. So like I'll be in there and I'm like, man, I don't want to go outside. And then I open the door and it's like a sprinkle and I'm like, oh, I guess I can do stuff. I'm like,
But
Yeah.
sleeping with the rain,
It's almost nice.
It's
I'm good with
nice.
that. I mean, I
Super fine
basically
with that.
listen to rain sounds anyway. Got that playlist.
The light and the thunder is
that's what scares me.
next level.
I love lightning. Oh my
I'm
gosh.
terrified of
Yeah.
storms.
I love
I
storms.
don't fuck with
terrified.
lightning, dude.
If I'm in a safe place,
I don't
I'll sit
fuck
out
with
there
it.
for sure.
At
Absolutely not.
Ledgestone last year.
Yeah. Like,
Oh, when it hit the
That's
course.
what- yes.
Yeah, that's fair. That's
Okay.
That's fair. to be
Another
scared of.
pet peeve,
Let's go.
because like I think right before that there was a storm at Des Moines, and
There was.
like it was
yeah, we
lightning
got
delayed.
our round canceled.
It was lightning delayed.
Had to finish
and
in
then,
the dark again.
But people like hung out, and then the storm didn't really even like come by or something. And then Ledgestone, they do the same thing, obviously lightning delay, and people treat it the same way. They're like, oh, it's not really gonna be a storm. And then fucking lightning hits the course, and everyone starts complaining like, sorry, everyone starts complaining because they're like, well, can we get a warning when it's like actually a real thunderstorm? And I was like,
Just
that's
ask the cloud.
thunderstorm warning.
Every storm is a
It's
thunderstorm.
always a
Like-
severe warning. Like, just because it's not actually severe doesn't mean it couldn't possibly.
I was surprised how many people hung out at Des Moines, like with the storm. I went back to my Airbnb and I was
Dude,
like, I'm just gonna
absolutely
chill
not.
until you
There
guys tell
were-
me that the round is happening.
There was so many of like us in vans, and we went to a gas station right beside of like super close to the course, and we were all up under the awning because they said there was supposed to be hail.
Yeah.
And
Hell?
Hell.
hell.
There's going to be hell to pay.
They gonna be hell today.
It didn't end up coming, but still.
What the
and
hell?
they were getting so
What the
mad.
hell?
Hey, you should see a video.
Stop.
That,
This is too many tangents. No one can follow this.
hey, this isn't my ADHD mind. But No, so the people at the gas station were getting mad at us, so we like fake put the pumps in our cars. And we were just sitting there, and then they finally came out and told us we had to leave.
That's fucked up, bro. I got a lightning story for you, though. So, Southern California, you don't get lightning. You don't get thunder.
I don't
Just
know.
earthquakes.
I don't
You
know
don't.
that.
You don't
Okay.
get anything. You don't even get rain, really. Except
That
like
sucks.
1 month a year.
Accurate. You just get fire.
But anyway.
Fire and earthquakes.
That's
So
why.
we go to this random flip doubles that we played in Lake Forest, and for some reason this massive thunderstorm just out of nowhere hits, and it's like flashing everywhere, and everyone's just like, "Oh, we'll just keep playing, And then I literally
It's so bright in here.
sprinted off the course, literally full on sprinted just away
Yep.
from the whole group. Nothing. Didn't finish the round.
Yeah.
Just left my doubles partner there because I don't fuck with lightning.
Yeah.
'Cause
Don't fuck with lightning.
People don't fuck with lightning.
Don't
I
do
was
it.
playing AM Worlds in 2018 in Charlotte, and
Eye roll for the people listening.
yes, oh my goodness,
Big ass eye roll.
Big ass eye roll.
we played the first round. It monsooned so much that you literally couldn't even see 6 feet in front of you. That's how bad it was.
Wow.
And there was
Damn.
water rushing down fairways that was not normally there. And the PDGA had to put a special rule that
If your disc goes down the
if
river.
your disc is taken by the water and is like taken somewhere on the course that normally would not be, you just take it back where you put it.
Forward progress.
Yeah. And and then 2 days later at another course, we had a lightning warning and had to stop for the round. Luckily, I had one hole left, but we were going back to leaving the hole. And right where I set my mini down, a big old branch just fell as soon as we left. And I was like, I almost died, but okay.
I'm
Always
out.
got to look out for widowmakers.
Well, what was it? Was it Haley King last year?
yeah,
where,
the branch
I-
fell
she's
right
at
next
sea.
to the tee pad.
she's
She was
about to tee,
unfazed.
and it just
Fucking casual.
Unfazed.
Yup.
And she like laced it, didn't she?
yeah.
And then
It's
she's
like,
like, oh shit, look at that branch.
A brand.
Look at that tree
okay.
that just almost fell on top
I
of
didn't
it.
notice
You can
that.
tell. That
She's
it's an
dialed though.
aspen.
That was Texas State's last
By the
year,
way
right?
that it
She
is.
No,
won.
that was Green Mountain Championship, and then she threw it in for Eagle.
And then
on
didn't she
hole
win?
18. Yeah, she won.
Yeah.
She won that one.
Yeah.
Power of the trees.
Sick. Pretty sick.
All
If
right.
you ask me.
Well,
That had pretty much no direction, but we crushed it.
I think
Yeah,
that
if
there was a
anyone's-
lot of important information
If
mixed
anyone's
in there.
still listening, props to you because
Yeah,
I couldn't follow that
I
I feel
conversation.
oddly enough, I
Thank
feel
you.
like these are the kind of podcasts that I can listen to because it's how my brain works.
just random talking.
Yeah.
Yeah, you just put this on while you're cooking.
But
You
it's like
know?
an actual
Actually, yeah.
conversation, though.
Well, and
mean,
it's got some insider stuff. There's just little things where it's like insider info.
That you didn't.
Welcome
ask
to
for.
Watch Mojo. That's really all I have. I think I'm tapped out.
Let me tell you my idea. Real quick.
I
It'll
wish you
take
would
2
just like
seconds.
tap out, get up, and leave. Like
Yeah, bro, you missed an opportunity there. Okay, she's leaving. She's
Okay,
taking
it's
her
not.
headphones
Raven,
off.
It's not funny anymore.
She's tripping over her cord. She's opening the door.
All right, well,
Raven
we're
is
here
leaving
to-
Raven
building.
left the building. She didn't want to hear my idea.
All right, let's all talk
I'm
shit
here.
about Raven.
Okay, well, let's. Raven. She just.
No, she's being a fucking creep in the producer
All right,
suite.
she's coming back. She's
Creep
coming
up.
And
Do
she's
you want to
back.
hear what I have to say now?
I was listening.
Okay. I'm just kidding. No, my idea. Okay. So it has to be. It's called Disc Golf After Dark.
Naughty.
But
Begad-
nothing like
begad.
that.
That's naughty.
Nothing like
Begad.
that because it can't be PG-13 like it's because language.
Wait,
But
what is happening right now?
listen.
We're getting a weird disclaimer, and we don't even know what
Yes.
we're about to
She
hear.
said it's not like
So
that though.
this is
She
the
just
way-
doesn't want us to think worse of her.
Yes. This is the way that like you have to have it on
I can't
some
think much worse of DeAnn.
some like Patriot.
Okay,
I'm
Dan, talk.
leaving!
Okay, I am done. Go ahead.
Okay, so you have to do it on like a Patreon or something like that.
Okay.
But
Only
take
fans.
like the regular disc golf rounds. Like you know how you have regular commentary and everything?
Yeah.
Yes.
Well, you need to have the disc golf rounds, male and female. bring the best shit talkers
Ooh.
in the game to do commentary.
I actually do love that.
It's a great idea.
I had this conversation with Ella last
that was
week.
A fucking terrible shot.
Yeah, I had this conversation with Ella where we're like, man, I feel like we don't get to be quite as funny on commentary because someone's going to be mad at you when you're like, well, that was trash.
You have to tone down
That was
regular commentary. Like, you can't.
And there's probably a lot of women who would be okay with it, but unless you know everybody, like you don't. And I'm not here to piss anybody off. I will probably, but I'm not here to piss anybody off. But like when something bad happens and you're just like, oh,
that's why it's got to be subscribers only.
Exactly.
and
that's why it has to be a
makes sense.
Patreon or something like
and
that.
I feel, I mean, like, honestly, go ahead and talk shit about me because I bet what you just said, I already said it in my head. Like, let's be honest here.
Okay, but who would be the hosts? Like,
I would like to be
host with you.
I said
Can I involve?
at merch.
Oh my God, that would be
How
so
awesome
great.
would that?
I'd watch.
I got
the hell out of
I'd
it.
watch
microphones. You want me to
Let's
set you
do
up?
it.
Hey, can I be involved?
Yes. We can do a 4-person.
I can be the producer.
No.
Come on, we got it.
We should.
shit.
I think it will really.
I'll draw the
we can
logo.
sell it. Let's talk to Sam. We can sell it to DGN.
Actually, I mean,
yes, it could
that's
be a
not
DGN
bad.
special.
Let's write that down.
Who should do the men's side then?
I think also
Calvin,
us.
because
Okay.
Calvin and
Shit
Emerson.
talking game unmatched.
Oh, that's not bad.
Calvin
That's
and
not
Emerson.
bad. That's a good
Yeah.
combo.
See, no,
I feel like
good.
KJ would be.
I have
there.
never heard him shit talk. So
Have you watched OTB Skins?
You gonna
I
watch
feel
it
like
this week?
I
Are
feel
you
like
gonna
there's
watch it this week because you're on it?
I feel like there's
no.
I feel like there's definitely
I'm gonna
some
watch it.
Because I
sleepers.
already
Gotta get
know
that
what
self-confidence,
happened.
you know?
Yeah, but
Honestly-
you're gonna skip that shot where you threw it straight into the tree 5 feet off the tee, right?
I'm not. I'm
And then
gonna
the one
I'm
where
gonna
I
watch
do it-
that on
Watch that shit
replay.
on replay.
Let's
We
go.
have to.
I'm gonna clip that and post it on Instagram.
I'm ready.
so.
Fucking
I
do
have
it. I
so
dare
many
you.
clips of you doing stuff.
I'm just
Doing
gonna
stuff
watch
back.
the shot
Yeah.
where I outdrove Ella.
Did you write it down in your diary?
I took a
Dear
mental
Ella
note
is
in
rolling her
every.
eyes.
Dear diary.
It was one for the.
Today was
it
the greatest day of my life.
I outdrove Ella by 5 feet, and we both worm burned it, so it was great. No, I think we both hit a tree.
I think
No, I just worm burned it.
Okay, I hit a tree.
yeah, definitely. I get that for sure. I love seeing people who I consider better than me doing something dumb, and I go, I made that. I did that. I did that one time in a practice round. Suck it.
Oh, so at Jonesboro, I was walking with AJ's card. It was him, Calvin, and like 2 other really good.
Is
throwers.
AJ a good shit talker?
Yeah, he taught me how to shit talk.
He taught you how to shit.
I've seen
Was
y'all's
this like
practice
a-
We have
round.
been together
Was this
for
like
11
the kind
years.
of thing where you got sat down at a desk and he went, shit talking 101?
I wish, but no, being together for 11 years does that.
Yeah.
Yeah, I remember I met you guys at Waco because you were playing ahead of me, and I just walked up and just jumped on your card because it was going slow. And yeah, that's all. That's all you do. You, AJ, and Noah just shit talk the whole time. I'm like,
I think my favorite
Okay.
favorite thing
These
is when
are
you,
these
when you
people.
start playing with the same group for a while and then you all start shit talking the same way, and it's my favorite. But then you've got these things that no one like listens to, but then you get on
Inside
another
joke shit
card
talks.
and you
Yes.
say it, and everyone's like, "What the fuck did you just say?" And you're like, "You get
You-
it?"
You have to understand my sense of humor.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But we didn't know when we saw you at Waco, we did not know if they didn't know if you were
Didn't know if you were weak.
if you were okay with. They thought that you were like
Weak of the
weirded out about it,
mind.
and then they heard you cuss for the first time, and they're like, "Ah, nah, she's good."
As soon as you drop a swear word, it's like
it probably took 5
I had
seconds.
someone tell me
what
once
I
that-
do: hit a tree and just go fuck.
Mine's always fuck
Heard that
Raven.
one.
Jesus. I had someone tell me once
go
they were
like,
like,
what the
I
fuck
never.
is
They
wrong
were
with
like,
you?
I do that one all the time. And I'm like,
nice to
just
yourself,
fucking
guys.
quit it. No, but someone's like, I didn't know that you cursed, and I looked at them. and I was like, what
I
part
get
of
that-
anything you've ever
I get
seen?
that sometimes too. I'm like, who do you think I am?
Yeah,
It's
This
like
girl-
that's
I don't
every
understand
other
mouth.
word that comes out of my mouth.
and I'm like, this is just how I am. I don't know. And I'm like, what? Like, what did you know about me where you thought I
But-
didn't curse?
But I have like I understand. Some people don't understand the filter. Like I know some
Oh, yeah.
situations that I should not curse in.
It's wisdom.
And that's just being smart.
Oh yeah, I mean we
But-
asked.
I mean,
we
I-
asked before we started the podcast.
And we were like, hey, can we
Can we
curse on
curse?
here? They said
And-
yes, and we were all like, fucking cool.
yeah, bro.
I was like,
And this is going to be the most curse words in an FBO
All right,
video.
everybody, here we go. We got 10 seconds. Let it rip.
Let's get it out now.
It could be like a challenge. Like, how many curse words can you say in 10 seconds? I would get tripped up for
Have
sure.
you ever listened to...
Do they have to be different curse words?
Have you ever listened to the song
Yes.
by Limp Bizkit?
Yes.
It's like Hot Dog. I think that's the name of it or something.
I already know what you're
It
talking about
literally
because
says
it has
fuck
the
like
most curse
47
words.
times in one, like, a minute of the song.
Yeah, it's great. It's fantastic.
And it literally tells you
Artistry.
that.
Art.
It was great.
Art. That's
Piece
really.
of art.
They need like 6 explicit warnings on that song.
Do you really though? I mean, I feel like the one explicit. You don't know what it's gonna be, but you're just like, you
There's
know.
different levels though, because like Holla Back Girl is explicit.
Well, that's
I mean,
when did okay. So when you heard Holla Back Girl, did you hear the original first, or did you hear the now CD version?
Oh,
I heard the original.
Yeah, I was like in 5th grade, and we were going. I remember this because this was something we were.
She was scarred for life.
No. This shit was awesome. I was
see,
never.
I
This was the first
Positively
time.
scarred for life.
Positively scarred.
This was the first time I
Positive
listened to
trauma.
Kiss FM in my life. You know, it had been
Oh, wow.
Radio Disney up until that point,
Okay.
right? But my school was going on a field trip.
They were
But it was
getting wild.
only 5th graders, so we got to listen to Kiss FM instead of the Radio
So
Disney.
you were going wild.
And Gwen Stefani comes on, and everybody knows the song, and I'm just sitting there.
And that's how you learn how to spell bananas.
And that's how I learned how to spell bananas.
I love when you catch someone going B-A-N-A-N-A.
I still do that.
That's how I feel about the fucking word beautiful because of Bruce Almighty. I'm like B-E-A-beautiful.
What's the one song? There's another one.
Is
that
it
says
Glamorous?
I was
glamorous? That's how I know how to spell glamorous.
No, independent.
independent. Yes.
D-E-P-E-N-D-E-N-T.
Do you know what that means? We'd have done so much better on spelling tests, you know, if they just fucking
If
gave us
everything
a
was a
song.
Song, man.
Seriously.
Give us a
My
song.
grandma always told me that if I put my schoolwork to music, I would learn it really.
That was a Hannah Montana episode.
Oh, is that what she did? The
song, that's what
bones
she did.
Doing
The
the bone dance.
connected to the feet.
bones. I was like, I have no idea what you're talking about.
I didn't have a TV growing
So
up.
all I was
Oh,
gonna
man.
say
Poor child.
is that I heard Holla Back Girl in the clean version, and it just had the no sound. So it was like, this is bananas, and I was like, what a neat pause. And then I remember I played soccer, but I was decent, and I was on a team where everyone else was older than me. So I was like 9, and they were all 12. and I was
Humble
like,
brag.
Humble brag. Yeah, check out my foot skill. Check Ella's most recent reel to see me kick a disc into the basket.
Legitimately sick.
No,
You
but
see it,
and I
Deann?
remember being
No.
in the minivan and the song came on and everyone else in the car said shit, and I was like, "What version of the song is this?"
And you thought you were a rebel because you said it.
No, I
whenever
didn't say it.
No, I'm saying everybody else.
Oh yeah, they were
thought
living
rebels
life.
because they're like
Bunch of
shit,
wow.
it's bananas.
Yeah, and I was sitting there and I was like, "There's supposed to be a pause in the song." Hold on, Deann and Ella are watching the reel.
Oh yeah, if y'all haven't
Hold on.
seen the reels from the
this
other
one.
day when Raven and Ella and I were just like dicking around.
Yes.
It's
We
objectively
really-
sick.
Dicking
Go
around is
look
pretty
at
much the
them.
perfect
Objectively
description
sick,
of what
yeah.
we were
Disking
doing.
around. Disking
It actually
And it was so much
It
fun.
started where we are right now.
Literally right
at
here.
this podcast table. We were spinning discs like quarters and trying to stop them with your finger on the
With your
top of the
finger.
disc, right on the top.
It's hard, dude.
old
with your
fingy.
fingy. And then we were like, "Oh, that was cool. What else can we do?" Then we started rolling the discs with double roller. Here you go, Dan.
She got it.
Started doing a 2-hand roller across the table, and then we built a ramp, and then
That's
we
hard.
had a rolling chair involved. We had some
There's some curve
long
shots.
distance
And
rollers.
we managed to not break a single thing.
We
in
didn't
this
break
store, so-
anything. It was crazy.
Until today, and then Holyn knocked over.
Okay,
some
she didn't
water.
break the cup.
I
though.
didn't break
Was broken.
anything. I knocked
cup-
over a cup
The cup was broken.
that had a liquid in it.
And it
said
also
liquid got over
papers.
things, and
Important
said things
shipping
have
papers.
Since been dried off with a paper towel.
And those things.
That's
Oh
good.
man,
We rectified the situation.
everything is awesome.
Everything.
That's what I was really going for. Thank you. Cool when you're part of a team. Everything is awesome.
How long do these podcasts normally last?
Probably
this is gonna
I feel like
be
we've
the
been going for like
longest
2 hours.
Shorter than
Have
this.
we?
Oh, no way.
Not
No
that long,
way.
but it's been a minute.
I think it's probably time
Yo,
to
it's
call
like
it.
10 o'clock. We got tea
I
times
gotta
tomorrow.
be at 8:20.
Ooh.
Okay.
Suck
Good
it.
night, everyone.
What time do you have to do?
Good night, everyone.
Bye.
Baby.
I want you.
9:20.
Okay, bye guys.
Okay,
We
bring
don't
in
know how
the dancing lobsters.
That's pretty good.
Thank you guys for listening. They
Yeah.
haven't cut us off yet because
Yeah,
I
they
am
haven't
actually
told
amazed.
us.
They all got
You haven't
distracted.
cut us
They
off
left.
yet.
They left a long time
I don't
ago.
know.
Everyone in
No
the
one's
shop
been
is
listening
gone.
to us.
They've been coming up to the window and
They
looking
keep
at us,
checking, and I
but-
keep
made 'em
thinking they're
laugh
going
a
to cut
couple
us
times.
off.
We did.
But they've also come up with like the weirdest times. This is a very Midwestern goodbye, so that's it. We're done.
And guys, if you're actually still listening, thanks for listening.
We do appreciate it.
Because should we all just get up and like walk out?
Yeah,
I think that's a good idea.
I think that's a good
Okay.
idea.
That's what we have to do.
Bye.
Bye.